Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for this video. In this video, I'm going to be trying out Dollar Tree makeup. I will say there were great products, but there were some products that are not worth your dollar. Definitely not good at all. So stay tuned for the try on portion and the application portion of this video. I'm super excited, but before we do get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this a like, and let's go ahead and move right into the video. Alrighty friends, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with our eyes. I actually have two palettes here. I picked up the LA Colors 6-color eyeshadow palette. I went with the neutral tones on this one, and then they actually also had this Wet n Wild palette right here. This is what the palette looks like right here. So I'm just going to be using probably a combination of both because I do want to try this LA Colors one. So if I need a little bit of shimmer, I'll add some of this Wet n Wild one, but I'm very excited to see if I can create a nice classic look with this palette right here. So let's go ahead and dive in. The palette does come with one of these eyeshadow applicators, and these are the beautiful shades that we have right here. They're very nice and neutral shades. So since I don't have any eye primer, I am going to go into the foundation that I got, which is the matte foundation, and I have the color Soft Beige, and I have another color somewhere else. I'm going to be using this to prime my eyelids as well. I'm going to add a tiny bit on my lids. I'm pretty sure you can see right here, I have some dry patches under my eyebrow and the foundation is clinging to them. I don't see that much coverage on the foundation. We'll see how it works on the skin. So the first shade that we're going to be going into is this one right here, and we're going to place that all over the crease. Right off the bat, I will say I don't feel like these shadows are pigmented at all, and they're very powdery. If you can look at that shade, that is what it looks like right there. It's super powdery and it's really not pigmented. I'm really having to dig my brush in there. So unfortunately, I can already tell this is not a good palette. I know it's just $1, but I don't really like it so far. We're gonna try the deeper shades. So I'm gonna go into this chocolate shade right here, and we're gonna place that on the outer edge of my eye, and also on the crease a little bit. This one seems a little bit more pigmented. This is what the brown shade looks like. It is a little bit more pigmented than the first initial shade, so it is building up a little bit more depth in there, but they're very powdery in the pan. Next step, I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to come back to the crease, and I'm just going to blend everything out. I think these shades are not my favorite. The lighter shades, let me show you why. They kind of have a sheen to them. I don't know if you can see that. So it's not really helping out when I'm trying to blend it. So it just removed all the shadow I had there. So I'm going to go back into this brown shade instead. And I'm going to try to build up the color. So next up, I'm going to go into this palette, the Wet n Wild one, because I want some brightness on my lid and some shimmer. So I'm going to go into these two right here and kind of blend them out on the lid. So next up, I'm going to go into this shade right here, back into this palette, and I'm going to try to see if this one can deepen this up a little bit more. All right, and now I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to place that on the brow bone. I'm going to go back into this palette right here, and I'm going to go into the lighter gold shade, and I'm going to apply that on the brow bone as well, just to give it a little bit more of a pop. And some on the inner corner. So I went ahead and cleaned up my under eye area because I did have a lot of fallout from this palette in here. Definitely do not recommend this. I know it's only $1. These lower shades were way better than these top shades right here for sure. We're gonna move on to our eyeliner. I have this one from LA Colors. This is a slim felt tip liner in this brown color. We're gonna see how well this works out. I'm excited. I had not seen these before. This is the tip of the liner. So this is definitely hard to use. I do not recommend. The felt tip on the side right here does not move, so it does not give any flexibility. So you could see the difference from this wing to this wing because it's not flexible enough. So I'm gonna try to recreate this or make this a little bit thicker so it can match the other side. So I'm just gonna stop the liner right there before my whole lid is completely covered with liner. That's the best I could do. This liner definitely does not help out. I really do not recommend this one, and this is called the eye marker. Yeah, I don't like it. It's pigmented, but my lines look so off because it doesn't move when I'm trying to create the line. It's just not good. So not worth your dollar. I'm gonna move on to lashes. I do have these from LA Colors, and I have these from Ioni. So I have two different pairs of lashes. I'm kind of leaning towards the LA Color one because the look is very simple, but I don't know, this might help cover up this liner way more. So I'll try one of these out right now. And then we also have the Ioni lash glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lashes and I will be right back. So I went ahead and added some lashes. I went with the Ioni ones in Wispy Dramatic, and they're faux mink lashes right here. These lashes are definitely saving the look for sure. I tried the LA Color ones and they're just super natural. They weren't really gonna do anything. You weren't really gonna be able to see them. So these, I would not recommend the Style Delightful because they're super natural. Like, they look like your regular lashes. But if you want like a more dramatic look, you're definitely gonna do better with the Ioni lashes. And these again are in the Wispy Dramatic, and I absolutely love them. Very pretty. I also really enjoyed the Ioni lash glue. It's very nice and it keeps them right in place. Next up, we're moving into face primer, and I did find a face primer by LA Colors, and this is the clear, which minimizes pores. If you do see right here, you have different types of primers, but this was the only one that was available at my Dollar Tree. So we're gonna go ahead and see if this does minimize my pores a little bit, because Lord knows I have big pores, especially right here on my cheek area. And this is what the primer looks like. So this primer did absolutely nothing for me. It didn't minimize pores. All it did is make me look like a ghost. So I'm definitely gonna remove this with my wipey because no, and it's just emphasizing a lot of my dry patches that I have currently on my nose. So yeah, I will be right back. So this is a definite no. I tried to remove as much as I could. Now my skin is extra red because, as you all know, I have rosacea and I have some dry patches on my nose that I struggle with a lot. And this, it just made me feel like super greasy all around my face. I do have oily skin, so no, this is definitely not gonna work out. And when I applied it on here, it kind of looks like paint. That's what it looks like to me, like paint. It doesn't have the consistency of a primer or anything like that. Kind of reminds me of the Halloween paints that you buy like for $1. Yeah, no. No. We're gonna move on to foundation, and hopefully we have a little more luck there. So I got this foundation in 2 shades just to see which one would fit best, or to kind of match them. So I have the warm honey shade and I have the soft beige. So this is what the foundation looks like. Definitely a thicker consistency foundation. Here we go. This is what it looks like. I am going to mix both foundations together. To blend this out a little bit more, I am going to go in with my sponge. Alright guys, so let me just start off by saying I had to remove that foundation, which was this one. I went ahead and applied my foundations that I use on a daily basis from the drugstore because these were horrible. They were exactly like the primer. It seemed like I was putting on paint on my face. It was not covering anything. It was sitting on top of my face. It was not going anywhere. And I just didn't want to ruin the other products and give them a fair shot because I knew these were horrible. So I removed everything. I applied my own foundation and my own powder that I usually use on a daily basis and that I love. And yeah, these are a no-go. It was just not looking pretty. So definitely do not pick this up. Don't waste your dollar on their foundations or their face primers. They didn't work out for me. One thing I did do while I was fixing my foundation was I went back to the eyeshadow palette by Wet n Wild and I went into this brown shadow right here and just smudged it on my lower lash line. I also did open up this liner, and this is also by LA Colors, but this is a different type of liner. This is a smudge proof auto eyeliner. So that's what it looks like. Let me swatch it for you. It's not bad. It's not the best liner I've had, but it's pretty decent. So if I were to choose, this was an okay product. The one with the felt tip, no, absolutely not. I prefer this one. I actually use this one on the wings as well to make them a little bit better. So I definitely prefer this one, and I probably will be using this one in upcoming tutorials in my collection because it's not bad. So I really, really like this one way better. Now we're going to move on to bronzer to bring some warmth back into my face. I have this by LA Colors, and this is in the color Bronzed Beauty. This is what the packaging looks like right here. Let's go ahead and swatch it. It's more of like a highlight, not a bronzer. We're gonna go ahead and try it out anyways because you all know I love a glowy bronzer. Let's see how this works out. So I really liked it. Definitely not a bronzer. I'm not sure why they're calling it a bronzer because to me it's more of like a highlight. If you look at it right here, I would definitely use this as a blush topper instead of an all over face bronzer. This is not bad. I really like it. I'm definitely going to continue using it in tutorials and as a blush topper. So really nice, really pretty. Now let's go ahead and move into blush. I also picked one up from LA Colors. This is in the color Spice. This is the blush on the inside. Let's go ahead and swatch them. How pretty is that? It's this one right here. It has kind of some gold in it. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and try it on the cheeks. So this is what the blush looks like right here. So pretty. I really love the shimmer that it gives. I really like this. It looks really pretty right here as a swatch as well. So gorgeous. I definitely do like the color Spice for sure. Next up, I know I'm super glowy already, but I do want to show you this highlight, also by LA Colors, and this is in the shade Shine Bright. Let me go ahead and swatch this for you. I love the pan sizes on these. So look at that highlight. Wow, these three products are really pretty. I think this is amazing. Look at the swatches on those three items. Definitely a win for sure. If you're gonna pick up something, I would go with the highlight and the blush. The bronzer, only if you like super shimmery bronzers, is not bad. I think these products are good. So far, I'm loving these. We're gonna move on to lips, and I have this e.l.f. Cosmetic lipstick in the color Classy. I remember these like way back in the day. I used to have this color, I believe, in my collection. Look at how pretty that is. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am gonna line my lips just a little bit. I'm gonna be using the LA Girl lip liner in the color Sugar and Spice. I did not find this at Dollar Tree. I have this in my collection, but these are usually a couple dollars, and I really like the LA Girl lip liners. So now we're going to add the lipstick. This color is definitely like a bubblegum pink. What do y'all think? I like it. Maybe not with this look, but I think it's a pretty color. I could not find a lip gloss, but I did find a lip oil by LA Colors, and this is in the color Watermelon. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that, but it's definitely like a clear gloss right there, right here next to the lipstick. It definitely smells like watermelon for sure. So that is what it looks like right there. This one definitely doesn't have any color. It smells really pretty and it gives my lips this nice little shine. So I think this is a pretty good one. I think they had other colors, but I just went with the pink one. And last but not least, we're gonna set our face with the setting spray. This says it's perfect for travel. It's a little setting spray by LA Colors. So this is the completed look. Of course, I do not have any foundation products or powder products because those did not work out for me. But let's talk about the things that I would repurchase or that I would recommend to you all. So the first thing that I want to recommend to you all are the Ioni lashes. These are absolutely beautiful. They're gorgeous. They were easy to apply. And I definitely think these are way worth more than $1. So these are a steal. If you see Ioni lashes at your Dollar Tree, definitely pick out a pair in your favorite style. You won't be disappointed. If you see the Ioni lash glue, you're definitely going to love it and you're going to want to pick it up because it's only $1 and it was great. My lashes are perfectly in place and I absolutely love this lash glue. So these two are definitely a great recommendation from me next time you're at Dollar Tree. Another thing that I would recommend is the LA Colors highlighter, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. You can use this as an inner corner highlight. You can use this as your regular highlight on your cheeks. It's just so beautiful. You can even use it as an eyeshadow. So I think this is worth your money. And this was in the color Shine Bright. I absolutely love the blush by LA Colors in the color Spice. It gives a beautiful sheen to your cheeks and I think this is well worth your $1. If you do happen to see any of the e.l.f. lipsticks at your Dollar Tree and you see a color that you like, go ahead and give it a go because they're definitely really pretty colors. They're very pigmented and super creamy. I also really like the LA Colors lip oil. It is very nice and hydrating on your lips. It definitely feels like you have oil on your lips, but I think it gives a really pretty shine over a lipstick, especially if you have a matte lipstick that you want to give some shine to. I think this would be amazing. It does come in several different colors, but I just stuck with the pink and it doesn't really have a tint, so I don't think you need to worry about the color that much. I just think the pink is super pretty. Next up is this eyeliner by LA Colors, the Auto eyeliner, and this one is the retractable one that I shared with you all. This one was actually pretty good because I'm looking at my eye makeup and it has not smudged, and I put this in the waterline and it's hard to find an eyeliner that stays on your waterline without moving, so I definitely give this a thumbs up. Last but not least, I really like the setting spray. I'm not sure how it's gonna hold up throughout the day. I will let you all know in the description box below, but I think this is great to have in your purse if you ever want to spray yourself or get a little pick-me-up through the day. I think this is amazing. Only $1 and it does have a fair amount in here. I think this is great to keep in your bag and the sprayer was really good, so I definitely recommend. Now I have two products on my maybe category. I love the pigmentation of this bronzer and I love the color. I just wouldn't necessarily call this a bronzer. To me, this is more of a highlight. I think it's perfect for that as a blush topper or maybe as an eyeshadow. A bronzer, I mean, you can be the judge of it, of how it looks. It doesn't look bad, but if you really look, it does kind of shine on areas that you might not want it to be shiny. So I would definitely pick it up if you want it as a blush topper or as an eyeshadow. It's really pretty, but that's why I put it in the maybe category. If you see this little Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, the only downside about this one is that it does not have any matte shades. You can definitely create a very nice lid shade with this one if you want to incorporate it to other eyeshadow sets or eyeshadow palettes that you have. But for $1, if you want to pick it up or it's something that you like or you like the color story of this, I would definitely give it a go. Yeah, these two made it to the maybe category and the rest were absolutely not worth your $1. I would definitely pass up on any of the foundation products, concealers, primers, all of that, because they were not good. Of course, some of the products did not work for me, but that's okay. I love testing all of these out for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of these products and which product you definitely want to pick up at Dollar Tree next time you're there. Thank you so much for watching, for hanging out with me today. I will see you on the next video. Bye, friends.